Starting off tonight with Vinod Mehta and Meghnad Desai. Vinod Mehta, if you have any doubt he was sleeping out there, I could clearly see him sleeping out there. What do you think, Vinod Mehta? Was he sleeping? Was he sleeping or was he reflecting?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
No. Okay, so Meghnad Desai, can you hear me? Meghnad Desai.
Just about.
Yeah, was he sleeping out there?
Yeah.
Was he sleeping in your view?
Of course.
You saw the
Yeah, he was sleeping. He was dozing off. He was sleeping, yes.
So why doesn't he say that
in the
he
House
slept
of
off?
Lords, where we are much elderly people, you do see people off and on nodding off. But I've rarely seen it in the House of Commons. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, so
and Lok Sabha is the House of Commons.
Yeah, so what would happen if in the House of Commons? I mean, I'm surprised that television, some TV
people will
channels
laugh at
are
you,
choosing
that's
not to make this a big deal. If in the House of Commons the leader of the opposition was to go off to sleep on a big national issue debate, what would happen to him?
Well, they'll laugh at you, and they'll probably, on a point of order, point out that the right honourable gentleman was fast asleep or something like that. And you know, there will be a bit of a sort of little amusing debate. But I think the Lok Sabha is very well behaved. So nobody stood up and said, "Is it right that the honourable gentleman should be asleep?"
Yeah, why didn't they do that?
I'm surprised nobody from the BJP said that.
Vinod Mehta, Vinod Mehta, I don't know if you can hear me, Vinod Mehta.
I can hear you just about, Arnab.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, Vinod Mehta, you know that Rahul Gandhi is in the line of sight of the leaders from the other side, right? The BJP leaders probably looking at him. So, if he's sleeping off, many of them would have seen him dozing off. Why didn't they tell him that, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, don't go off to sleep?
Arnab, please give the guy a break, yaar.
What do you mean? What do you mean, give the guy a break? A Congress vice president goes off to sleep in Parliament.
Just listen, yeah. Just listen, Arnab. He wasn't sleeping. He wasn't snoring. He was just catching 40 winks.
But come on.
The number of people in What is it, Arnab?
This is amazing.
The number of people who catch 40 winks, and he would wake up, go catch. He probably had a late night before. I mean, you mentioned the House of Commons. Half the MPs in the House of Commons are asleep after lunch. Ask Lord Meghnad Desai. But he's not sleeping. He's catching 40 winks. Rahul Gandhi has many weaknesses, but catching 40 winks in Parliament is not one of them. And if you bar MPs who catch 40 winks in Parliament,
I mean, this is Vinod Mehta. Now you see, you're going to support Rahul Gandhi for catching 40 winks in Parliament. Do it at home. Do it at home. Parliament attendance is obligatory, voluntary. Nobody is dragging you there. I mean, in any case, you see, Rahul Gandhi doesn't make too many appearances in Parliament.
I know that.
Now, this is one of those days when he's making an appearance in Parliament.
You can't give him capital punishment for that.
No, not that. But tomorrow, if Rajnath Singh were to sleep in Parliament, would you spare him?
Please. Let's make a distinction here. He's not sleeping. He's catching 40 winks.
No, what is catching 40 winks?
It means that you close your eyes for 30 seconds and you open them again. You nod off. What is known as nod off.
Yeah, but nod off when you're bored. So you're bored during a Parliament price rise debate. You're so bored that you go off to sleep. Let's put the pictures full frame out there. This is what Rahul Gandhi did. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what everyone in the country is talking about. Video footage of Rahul Gandhi dozing off in the Lok Sabha during a debate on price rise. It happens between 12:32 and about 1:02, goes viral on the social media. The Congress vice president, seen in different shots, is seen with closed eyes, head tilting to the right, tries very hard to be awake, and eventually, you know, all the carping comments that are going on social media probably justified. Today, the Congress party... the Congress party...
had a heavy breakfast.
You can have a heavy breakfast there, then you don't have to come to Parliament to sleep it off. It's bad for your image. What impact is this going to have on Rahul Gandhi's image? Meghnad Desai.
You know, I think ideally somebody from BJP should have raised a point of order to the Speaker and asked, is it in order that the Honourable Gentleman should be falling asleep? And that would have been a nice little amusing incident. Said done, Rahul would have woken up. Instead of which he is being filmed through the speech.
How many people in the House of Lords sleep? Meghnad, you know, you are a member of the House of Lords.
I said, Vinod, I said...
Old fogies that get...
Yeah, but he's about 45 years old.
In household laws, we do have very, very elderly men and women doze off, but in the House of Commons, it is rare. That's what I was saying. Certainly, if you are a front bencher, if you are a leader, a sort of a front bencher,
you see, I find some of the reactions amazing. Rajiv Shukla says Atal Bihari Vajpayee also used to shut his eyes to listen to debates. What does it mean? Rahul Gandhi must be given a patient hearing. Sure, we want to give Rahul Gandhi a patient hearing. Mr. Gandhi, if you would like to come on the Newshour and explain what you were doing in the Lok Sabha, we would be very happy to do an interview with you on the subject of what happened in the Lok Sabha between 12:32 and 1:02 today.
He's definitely dozing off. He's not reflecting, he's not meditating, he's not thinking of the Buddha.
No,
but he is
you see, that's what,
off.
You see, sir, what happens is politicians think you can fool some people. You know, you can't fool all the people all the time. So Praful Patel says that he was probably thinking very hard. Now, we'd all like to believe. Let's go to those shots again before we move on to the next debate. We can't stretch this one. Yeah, we can all believe perhaps that Rahul Gandhi was thinking so hard about how to solve the problem of price rise. He reflected so deeply into the subject that he actually had to close his eyes and doze off. That is the kind of introspection this country does not need. This is the kind of embarrassment the Congress party does not need. Thank you very much, Lord Desai and Vinod Mehta, for joining me on debate number one, chat number one, should I say, on the Newshour tonight.